Oh, hey y'all, how you doing? Welcome to my channel. If you've never been here before, I'm so glad that you found me, and I hope you don't lose me. So smash all the little buttons, the whistles, the bells, the thumbs ups, the subscribes, all those good things. Be a friendly little YouTuber. I would love to have you stick around. It has been a hot minute since I did a you versus them love connection reading. So I figured it was time to do one. And I just happened to have unboxed a lot of new decks over on my other channel, ASouthernStrega Studies. Link is in the description box below, so you can pop on over there and hit those bells and whistles as well. I've been unboxing these decks, and I've been doing like an all signs little mini card pull for, most of them. And I just felt like I had done enough of them so I could use them all for a you versus them reading. I use 4 decks for these readings. 2 separate decks for each side, yours and theirs. And then I clarify, one's for laying the cards out, the other's for clarifying. And then, yeah, so there's that. Take it as it resonates. If it's your energy, their energy, a mix of both. I read the room. I don't know who's in it or what side they're standing on at all times. Trying to give you a general energetic picture of what is going on with you and your person of interest, all right? If you guys want a personal reading, that info will also be in the description box below. I am running so many specials for spooky season, just because I love it. And including shadow work, all right? I do not do shadow work readings anytime except for the month of October, all right? If you're going to want one of those from me, the only time to get that is if you book it in October, all right? If you don't do that, you gotta wait till next year, all right? So with that being said, let's jump into your reading, all right? See what's going on with you and your person. Hey there, my Cancer babies. How are you doing? I missed you guys. Haven't seen you in a hot minute. Doing a love connection reading. What kind of shit y'all got yourself into? I'm a Cancer, all right? I'm not picking on you. My love life is a hot mess. We always have the most dramatic love lives, like us and Scorpios. Where Scorpios will either have like no love life at all or like the most highly dramatic one. What are y'all messing with some air signs today or something like that? Y'all trying to convert an air sign, Cancer? Why am I... Typical. Trying to make an air sign feel feels. What's going on with my Cancers today in their love connection? And I was supposed to be doing Gemini right now, but as soon as I started rolling, I just said Cancer, and like, so I guess Gemini, I don't know. Gemini will be done later. I don't know. You guys popped up. Let's see why. So why do I hear lawn people? My lawn people came yesterday. They showed up during the Taurus reading. Maybe you guys are dealing with a Taurus. Dude, maybe you're dealing with a Taurus. That's why I said that. That Taurus reading was epic. Epic. So good. So good. Somebody's been waiting on a Taurus, or Taurus, if you've been waiting on somebody to get out of something and choose you, it is happening. It's happening. All right, one more. All right, let's check out this energy. 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. Not quite dead yet, though. Look at that. Coming out the coffin. Why? Done but not done. Page of Wands. Somebody said something they didn't mean to say. Somebody didn't intend on ending something or saying something. I just got that. Like, God. I just got a marriage conversation. Somebody tried to talk about a commitment too quick. 9 of Wands in the reverse here. 2 of Pentacles in the reverse now. We're trying to undo something. Somebody had a conversation out of pure instinct. It's like somebody felt like somebody was getting abandoned, or they felt like somebody was about to leave them or disconnect, and they said a lot of shit that they didn't mean to say. They went bridezilla. I don't know why I got this. And now all of a sudden they feel like they've done too much damage. They don't know if they can untangle whatever this is. They don't understand if they can take it back. Queen of Pentacles. There's the wife. That's crazy. You go from that Page of Pentacles who looks like a bride here to the Queen of Pentacles. That's the Page of Wands. Sorry. You're from the Page of Wands that looks like a bridezilla here to Queen of Pentacles, which is the actual wife. Somebody's growing up. The devil. Maybe not. Spider webs. 7 of Cups on the bottom. Yikes. The 8 of Swords in the reverse here. 3 of Swords in the reverse. I'm telling you, somebody said something they cannot take back. 2 of Cups in the reverse. That's 7 of Cups. Somebody said something out of like complete emotional, chaotic energy. Somebody ended a commitment with somebody. There was a lot to think about here. There was a lot of feeling like there was a lot of uncertainty, of a stuck energy. Somebody felt like they were committed to something that was, you know, not going anywhere or was very unclear. Somebody felt like people were hiding people. Somebody was really fucking sick of getting mixed signals and not getting the answers they wanted, so they just popped all the way off here. Somebody popped all the way off. They were tired of sitting and waiting, all right? A lot of you were in a relationship with somebody that was going nowhere. Like, you'd been in it for the longest damn time. You felt like you were just married to whatever this shit was. I was tired of it not going to the next level, all right? And they said a whole bunch of crazy stuff here. Or they said it in response to you. I'm just getting the scenario here. Somebody waited too long to be clear about what they wanted commitment-wise, and now someone's just chosen to go, what does Kanye say? DEFCON 3? Idiot. God, don't even get me started on that shenanigans. That man needs a 5150. You know, they're going to give Britney Spears one. He needs one. That man is crazy. That is not coherent thinking. He's in self-sabotage energy right now. Somebody needs to stop him. He's lost his damn mind. Anyways, somebody pulled a Kanye here is what it feels like. They didn't like being pigeonholed. They didn't like being told what to do here. They didn't like not being given what they wanted. So they just, it was a blow up. We don't want to keep thinking about this shit. So we're just going to say whatever in a very childish way. Now they can't undo the damage that they've done. They can't undo what they've done. They created this, you know, shit show. They dance with the devil here. Every time I see that 2 of Pentacles, that's somebody like, it feels like you're making a deal with the devil. Somebody fed that childish Page of Wands energy, that devil energy, to get out of something that they felt very stuck in. It's almost like a trapped animal energy. When you corner an animal, like a stray dog or something like that, or a wild animal, they lash out. They act on instinct. Somebody acted on instinct because they felt like they were pigeonholed or stuck somewhere they didn't want to be stuck. They were either being given an ultimatum, or they were, you know, they didn't want to be stuck here anymore, all right? They didn't like the situation, so they sabotaged. Now they can't clean up what they've done. They regret it in the worst of ways. They showed 3 of Swords in reverse, like they know that they betrayed somebody. They know that there's, you know, a lot of heartbreak here. They understand that there's pain. They understand that they fed an energy that they shouldn't feed. But whatever, they're committed to this devil now. Now they're committed to this devil. It's like they can't undo what they've done, so they're just going to keep going. It just reads like a fucking Kanye. I don't know why I kept Kanye in my head. Kanye's going so far over the line right now that he doesn't even know how to backtrack it, so he's just going to keep going further and further and further and further because he feels like there's no turning back. That's what this is. Somebody did something out of instinct to escape something or said something they didn't mean to say, and it disrupted a lot of shit, all right? Currently now, they regret that. They realize that they did not survive whatever this war was. They're the wounded warrior, but they're upside down. They're wounded and they can't fix their wounds, so they're going to make them deeper. They're going for the gut right now. Somebody's going for the gut. Like, I don't even know. They're going for the fucking heart. That 3 of Swords energy in the reverse here, they're out to hurt somebody. They're out to manipulate. They're out to betray. They're out to cause harm because they're hurt. They're choosing to, you know, let more of that devil energy in and to engage in more of that, you know, ridiculousness. They're committing to it in their mind. They feel like they've gone too far and they can't go back. They feel like the only thing that they, you know, can remain in is this devil energy. They're caught up in it, entangled spider web with the Queen of Pentacles. Look at that shit. And that looks like Baba Yaga in that. They've told themselves they did something very unforgivable, and now they're just wearing that badge like an honor. Like, yep, I'm the devil. Just go ahead and call me the devil. Blame it all on me. I'm going to sabotage this whole fucking shit. But that is them 2 of Cups in reverse here, not being in touch with their feelings, not being able to show emotions here because they feel like they've done so much damage that they can't even come back from this, so they might as well just make it worse. This is a crazy self-sabotaging energy, Cancer. Crazy. They made a poor decision. They felt like they were cornered and they made a poor decision. They mouthed off. A lot of them mouthed off and said some very unforgivable shit. It's like Kevin McAllister energy from Home Alone when he told his mom that he wished that they were dead or they didn't have a family or whatever he said to him. And then the next day he woke up without a family. That's this shit. They didn't mean to say that. They said it in a moment of weakness and in a moment of, you know, feeling like very forced and like nobody was listening to them or nobody was seeing their side. And they just wanted out right then. It was an instinct, and the instinct was to act childish, the Page of Wands. Now they're realizing that they've done damage here. They've done a lot of damage, and they don't know how to recover from that. Let me look at the other side's energy real fast and see what's going on with that. This person needs to ditch whatever this devil energy is. It's also like a martyr energy. It's somebody like playing the victim. They're a victim of their own circumstances. They created this shit show and they need to figure out how to get out of it. They feel like they lost, so now they're just gonna like cry about it and be a sore loser instead of trying to pick it up and try again. Dust yourself off and try again. Aaliyah energy. She came up in somebody else's reading. And one of the other sign readings I did, I don't remember. It's like they have this image of being a bad boy or something like that, and they feel like no one's going to see him any other way, so they might as well live up to the image. God, my ex-husband said this shit. And look, this is a prime example of this. He was married when we got together, and he said that his wife was suspecting him of cheating or whatever. She goes, so his rationale for cheating with me was, if they've already labeled me a cheater, why shouldn't I just be a cheater? Because it's not good to be a cheater. That's why. So you're just going to live up to everybody's stereotype of you and everybody's, you know, misconception of you. That's stupid. That's a stupid energy to be in. And that's the energy that this person is in. Just doing, you know, more harm than good. Okay, I'm the bad guy. I'll show you the bad guy. Meanwhile, they're not the bad guy. They're just embarrassed about what they did back here. They're embarrassed about what they did. And they're caught up in devil energy. And they're feeding that devil. They're feeding that insecurity. Because they don't think that they can make up for what they've done here because the damage is done. So they're just going to do more damage instead of try to pick up the pieces. And that's devil energy that they're committed to. And that's leading to them feeling very hurt and rejected coming up. The 8 of Cups in the reverse. You had no choice but to disconnect from this. Ace of Cups. No matter how much love you showed to this, no matter how much, you know, emotion you poured out here, you felt like you were left with no choice but to disconnect, even though you didn't want to. This is somebody not wanting to disconnect from this because there was love here. 4 of Pentacles. You're still holding on to whatever this shit is. The Wheel of Fortune. You're waiting on somebody to come make this right with you. 9 of Swords in the reverse. 7 of Swords in the reverse. You're not going to gain any more clarity from this. The Star. The Ace of Swords in the reverse. Air sign. What did I say? So much fucking air in this reading. The Knight of Wands in the reverse. Bottom of everything for you. There's your own energy. Chariot in the reverse. That was a big loss for both of you. Both of you. 7 of Cups with the Chariot in reverse. When this fell out, this created a complete shit show of emotional confusion. I see you desperately, Cancer, trying to fix this shit to no end. You're showing the Star towards them, which is the ultimate. Look how loyal you are, too. I always say Cancers are like the golden retriever of the zodiac. You're so damn loyal to the point where you'll tolerate this childish shenanigans. They did something, though, that was so fucking unforgivable that you had no choice but to disconnect with that 8 of Cups. You offered them love. You offered them healing. You offered them something better. You offered them a way. You offered, the Star shows you the way. Follow the Star. You find Jesus. You showed them, all right? You were trying to, some of y'all were like, they need Jesus, and I'm trying to give it to them, and they wouldn't take Jesus. They wouldn't take whatever you were offering. They wouldn't take your medicine. A lot of you guys were trying to get them help or treatment or give them medicine. Literally, he's holding a bottle there. His peace is coming out of it, though, like a butterfly. You were offering this person a new lease on life or a transformation. You offered them a way out. I don't know if they didn't trust it or whatever. I'm going to clarify, but they did something so unforgivable that you had no choice but to leave. It's like everyone would have just like looked at you like you were an idiot. Now this person is showing you this fucked up energy of like trying to act like they don't give a shit, all right? When you know damn well that they're the wounded warrior. You're so damn intuitive, Cancer. You got the Four of Pentacles, all right, with the Wheel of Fortune here. This is you realizing, knowing all well that whatever this is, it has to come back for something. There will be at some point a reunion of some sort. I don't know why you feel that way. You also know that this person is a liar, all right? All this ugly energy that they're showing towards you, this lack of, communication, this purposeful, a lot of you, hurtful shit, you understand why this person's doing what they're doing, all right? You understand why they're acting so shitty and why they're acting so awful. You're also testing your fate by keeping a place for this person, and I want to tell you that. Yes, you know they're lying. Yes, you know that they didn't mean what they said in the past, but this person has made a conscious choice to sit in this energy of being a shithead. They're committed to this role, all right? It's like they're a damn method actor. They're like, I'm the devil, I'll be the devil. You're getting real fed up with this shit. You're tired of having anxiety over this because you understand that you guys need to have some kind of a conversation here, and you also know that this person is lying, and you want to call them out on that. You're getting real angry. It's like they do something coming up that makes you even more mad, all right? They commit even further to sabotaging themselves. Like, you're tired of seeing this person tear themselves down and destroy their life. You're watching this person implode and it's pissing you off, and you just want to bring it back on and like have a conversation or do something to stop them, to stop the wheel from turning. You need to stop, all right? You're too empathetic right here. You got too much sympathy for the devil. Sympathy for the devil is what it is. Like, they're consciously choosing this bad behavior. And there's nothing you can say. You offered them a rope in the past. You gave them a fucking way out. You gave them the light, showed them the light, and they chose the dark. Let them choose that shit. Sometimes people need to hit rock bottom. A lot of them use you as a scapegoat, and you allow them to do that because you are concerned. And like, every time you reach out and say that you're concerned or something like that, they'll, call you a stalker or say something bad about you, or like act like you're trying to manipulate them into something. And that is not what's going on here. You're tired of worrying about this person, all right? You're tired of worrying about this person. And you're tired of nothing turning out the way it's supposed to here. And you also have a really hard time, though, just leaving and taking this loss and letting them take a loss. You don't want to see this person fail. You showed us the star towards that, like, that you wanted to heal them. You wanted to fix them. You don't want them to fail. You're desperately trying to save this person, and you cannot save somebody that is in this energy. There is nobody that can save Kanye right now unless they just put him in a straitjacket and like force him into treatment. You aren't that. You're not the court. You can't 5150 this person and force them into something. You got to let them be an adult and figure it out for themselves, all right? Why is this 10 of Pentacles here in the reverse on their side? The 3 of Pentacles. The Star in the reverse. They knew very well, all right, that this connection would be beneficial for them, that this connection would help them get over some of their trauma and whatever they were dealing with. It would force them to do spiritual work that was messy. It would force them to heal wounds, all right? It would force them to accept love and to, be very on the up and up here and to discuss how they have shortcomings here. It was also having to make them admit, Knight of Swords in the reverse with the 3 of Swords in reverse. Admit their pain and work through their pain. A lot of you guys are trying to coach them through their pain or their trauma, and they understood that, and they were very skittish about that. Look, here's you, like, exposing, like, look at this. Let's talk about this. And they're like, very, I don't know. I don't know if I want to go there. I don't know if I put in that effort to do that work. You showed them the way out, and it was a hard way, and they didn't like it, and they didn't want to put in the effort, so they didn't. They were standoffish. They also didn't like that you exposed them for things. They don't like that you brought light to things for them, that you made them think about things that were wrong and that needed to be fixed. You pointed out a lot of shit that was wrong and that needed to be fixed and that needed to be healed. You pointed out trauma and they didn't appreciate that shit, so they ran. Page of Swords. Yep, when you gave them the information, when you started exposing old wounds for them, they ran. Seven of Cups. That made their feelings confusing. That made things feel icky. So Three of Wands, they left. They just left. You brought up a lot of, you triggered this person in a big way. You brought up a lot of long buried emotional trauma. It's like you identified it. You called this person out on why they were acting this way, and you were right, and they didn't like that. This person does not like it when people get to them or get them. They don't want people to know how fucked up things were for them or what kind of trauma they went through. They don't want to talk about the fact that they are aware of their bad behavior, because they are aware of it. Six of Swords in the reverse. They can't get over this shit. Star in reverse again. They knew that there was no sailing past this with you. They knew that you were fixed on whatever this was. They knew that you were not going to stop driving home the point that you need to fix this that's broken. And here's how you do it. And it is hard, and we'll do it together. And they didn't want to do it. They didn't want to do the work, Cancer. I don't know what else to tell you besides the fact that they were too weak to do it. They were broken and they didn't want to be put back together. They're very aware that you would have done that. They're very aware that you could have helped them. And they're very purposely shut you out and said really hurtful things to you. And I mean hurtful. This person was a... Now, Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, Knight of Cups in the reverse. That is going along with this Nine of Wands in the reverse. They didn't survive this battle because they did not stay here and do the messy emotional work. Right now, they're licking their wounds and they're not able to recover in their current situation. And things are getting out of control, you know, energetically, emotionally. A lot of them are having, like, their whole world is coming down. It feels like a tower moment. Because they refuse to fixate on their feelings and they refuse to move in the correct emotional direction. They move out of hurt. They move out of pain. They move out of fear. They move in a very unstable way. Six of Cups in reverse, because it's shit from the past that has nothing to do with you, but you dredged it up. You raised this issue from the dead is what I'm getting here with this Eight of Cups here in the graveyard. You dug up their past. You got to the root of the trauma and you touched that nerve, and they ran and they are mad and they don't want that pain again. You exposed that pain. They were going to have to deal with it, and they don't want to deal with it because it hurts. I just got, like, when you have a tooth or cavity or something and you touch that one spot and it's like your whole mouth. You exposed a nerve, all right? And you touched on it, and they don't want to feel that again. It was too intense. It was too scary having somebody understand why they do what they do and not seeing them as that villain. Queen of Wands in reverse with the Two of Pentacles. This person invests in superficial, Page of Cups, superficial relationships. This person doesn't want to deal with real feelings and real commitment and real emotions and real pain and real open and honest emotional connections. So they get in these, they date around a lot. They don't stay in things for a long time. Jobs, relationships, whatever, friendships. This person's like a revolving door, and you see it. You see it with that Wheel of Fortune. You see it, all right? You see how this person does this, like how nobody stays. Nobody stays permanently. There's very few that stick in this person's life permanently. They're forever getting into like superficial commitments and then blaming the other person and sabotaging and doing all this shitty behavior, and then, accepting no accountability. But you have their number. You understand. You understand that this is a cycle of them lying to everyone and themselves. You understand that it's something that they need to pull out and deal with and let go of. Four of Wands. The Empress in the reverse. You understand that this person and you, all right, how do I say this? They view you as stability. That's how they're viewing the connection, the current situation, the Four of Wands. That coming back to you, coming clean, being honest, stop with the mask, stop with the, fuckboy shit, stop with the, pretending we're this monster, or blaming other people for our problems, and, all this lying and all this self-sabotage that they're doing. They understand very well that if they come towards you, Four of Wands, that you will lend stability, that you will balance things out here, that you will fix stuff. But Empress in the reverse, they don't care enough about themselves to do that. This person has a lot of self-loathing energy. It's like the kind of energy you see with an addict or with, you know, somebody who's been the victim of abuse and doesn't believe that. They're very jaded, all right? They have a very jaded energy about them. That was fast. Queen of Pentacles in the near future for them is the 8 of Cups. Jesus. The Queen of Cups in reverse. Feelings are real. Feelings are messy. Feelings don't feel good, all right? Especially when love to this person is associated with pain. So they're choosing just to not even act on it. They're choosing to go very cold. They're choosing to, you know, be very fixated on feeding the devil energy. 8 of Cups. They're walking away from any real type of feelings, real type of emotions. They're just leaving. Someone's trying, their guides are trying to get them to open up. Look, they have their guide behind them, trying to push them into this energy of like, go get what you want. Look at your feelings. 8 of Cups. Someone's trying to push them into that door to get grounded, but the devil is sitting here ensnaring them in this web. So they've got this Queen of Cups energy with the Sun and the 2 of Pentacles. Happiness and like going after what they want is too messy. Emperor. They need to take control of that with the Page of Wands. It's easier to feed the devil energy. That's easy, and that's what they've known, and that's what, you know, doesn't take a lot of work. This relationship with you is going to require a lot of work, a lot of effort, a lot of honesty, especially on an emotional level. And this person doesn't like that. They don't want to do that. It doesn't feel good, all right? It feels icky, all right, to them. Two of Cups. I feel like they're going to say more hurtful shit to you. I feel like they're going to reject you even harder here. I feel like they're going to push you further away. 10 of Pentacles. Tower in the reverse. The Knight of Swords in reverse. They can try that. All that's going to do is bring in more shit for them. The more they run from this, the more that they, you know, refuse to see this as a way out. You set off something for this person. A shit show is what I got. You set something off for this person. It was like dominoes. When they did this bad thing to you in the past, it's like everything started imploding. It's like a house of cards. You exposed their house of cards. You were like a wind that came in and just blew it over, and like everything's falling right now. The more they reject this, the more that they play into this devil energy, the more that they refuse to show empathy or any kind of real human emotion. Hermit with the 8 of Swords in the reverse, the more they just like try to disconnect instead of, you know, hide from this, the more they refuse to, you know, fix this, work on themselves, do their spiritual work with the Hermit, and be alone. This person won't be alone. This person jumps from person to person to person to person to person. And they wreck it with all of them. They do something with all of them to wreck it. Long-term commitment is not something this person is great at all. They need to start seeing things a different way. Death in reverse. It's going to keep repeating. 2 of Swords in the reverse until they stop sitting around and, you know, expecting something different to happen. It's like they're comfortable being in this shitty energy. Weird. All right. Let's clarify your side, Cancer. All I see for this for you, though, is giving you more anxiety and more headaches and more of an urge to want to go forward and try to, you know, Captain Save-A-Ho with this, whatever this is. It's like they push you to this point where you feel like you have no choice but to like come out and do something. Why is this 8 of Cups here in the recent past? Whoa, those came fast. Page of Swords. Knight of Cups. Temperance in the reverse. It didn't matter how honest you were or how open you were about your feelings or how, you know, truthful you were. This person was like dead set on making this shit chaotic. There was no balancing this out. You did not want to leave this at all. God, the Hermit. Yes, 2 Hermit and the Star with the 7 of Cups. There it is. The more you tried to fix this, the more you tried to explain to this person how to put themselves back together, the more that you showed them, you know, that it's safe here and, you know, this is, you know, honest and I'm not trying to manipulate you and I do love you and blah, blah, blah. The more they ran, the more it got, you know, confusing, the more it threw you off balance, the more you tried to show empathy here, the less stable you felt. It's like the more that you were yourself, the more they fought. I'm getting angry with this one. You are honest, all right? You spoke honestly, you went towards them with honest emotional feelings, and you were met with this energy of just complete ridiculousness. Trying to love this person put you in this chaotic energy, all right? A feeling like you lost control of everything, a feeling like you then start getting pigeonholed, all right? It took so much though to push you away. It's like the amount of abuse that some of you endured and still were willing to give this person a chance is stunning. Stunning. Oh yeah, Ace of Cups. Why is the Ace of Cups? It's a lot. Death in the reverse, Hangman in the reverse, Eight of Swords in the reverse, mirroring, Justice. You don't want it to be over, all right? But it was starting to drive you crazy, all right? You were starting to pick up on their energy. It's like the more love you offered, the more crazy they made you feel. You have Six of Wands and Six of Cups in reverse. They were going for your throat. I don't know why I get this. They were saying the most hurtful thing possible. And you finally believed them. You finally believed them, all right? It's like they finally crossed the line and you sat there and you waited for them to cross the line instead of, you know, leaving when they were sitting there straddling it and like at you, you know. They were taunting you. I don't know what this is. They were trying everything they could to get you to leave, and you knew what they were doing, and you knew they were self-sabotaging, but you kept sitting there and taking it, you know, took it. Just like the little motherly energy that you are. Like, you'll let your kids get away with goddamn murder, and you'll never disown them. It's the same you did with this person. The more that they acted out in bad behavior, the more you wanted to try to get to the bottom of it and try to figure out what it was and fix it for them. But that just repulsed them and repelled them even more because they don't want you knowing their secrets, and it pissed them off that you did. Why is the Star here in the past? The World in the reverse. The Two of Wands in the reverse. You had no option despite what you wanted to do, all right? And also, I want you to know that there was nothing else that you could have tried here to fix this person. It didn't matter what angle you took. Any route that you would have took, any option that you would have picked would have led to this ending. There's nothing that you could do. Seven of Wands, but you still wanted to fight for it. You defended this to the death. You even defended this person's bad behavior to other people at some point. You tried to justify the way that they were treating you or why they were doing what they were doing. And guess what? You were right, and you do understand the root of it, but it still doesn't excuse that behavior. They still have free will. Fool in the reverse. Hanging on to this is stupid. You're preventing, you still hang on to this energy, and you still look, yeah, Five of Swords. You're still torn up about this energy because you don't understand why this person won't just be honest. And you don't like the way that this person sees you because they look at you like you're some kind of monster. They blame you for a lot of stuff. They put a lot of shit on you. They use you like an emotional punching bag. They tear you down, all right? They talk shit about you because you know their truth, and they don't want anyone else knowing their truth. So they have to make you look crazy and make you look like a liar and make you look like the bad person because they don't want to be that. Eight of Pentacles. That feeling is growing, all right? You need to let this person figure this shit out. Strength. The Wheel of Fortune. Three of Cups. You're watching this person, all right? It's taking everything in you to not say anything in this current situation because this person's on the path of self-destruction. I just got the Appetite for Destruction, Guns N' Roses album. They have an appetite for destruction. They like to call in chaos. That has been a running theme with all these reads today. They call in bad shit for themselves because it's easier, you know, it gives them a scapegoat. Fundamentally, as a person, this person's broken and they don't have their shit together and they don't have the, you know, ability to invest in anyone or anything, and they need to do a lot of inner spiritual work. This person had a fucked up childhood, a lot of abuse, a lot of abandonment, a lot of issues that they have carried forth into adulthood. And you watch this person and you know why they're doing this, and you are, it's trying, look at her energy. because they're doing it again. The Wheel of Fortune, they're repeating this cycle again. They're testing fate again. They're doing something here. You're trying to keep your mouth shut right now, but it's like it's eating at you. Why is this Ace of Swords in the reverse here? You know they're a liar too. You know that this person lies to you. All the things that they say to you are lies. They're not true. All the hurtful shit that they say to you, they do not mean, but they say it. So you have to start taking people at their word. That's the hardest thing for a fucking water sign, because we see right through the mask. We see right through all this fuckery to what's on the surface. That when people that are this broken do love, those people that they love leave them and hurt them. So they don't want to love, and they don't want to feel those feelings, and they don't want to admit that stuff to you. Chariot here. You want to save them. 10 of Wands in reverse. You want to take their burden. You feel so bad for this person. You pity them, all right? You pity them. And you really don't want to see harm come to them. You're watching them play Russian roulette, and it's like breaking your fucking heart. And you're doing your best to bite your tongue, but all you want to do is rush forward and get them out of whatever they're in. Because it's giving you anxiety, all right, to worry about this person on the daily. It's giving you anxiety to, you know, fear the worst. Yeah, the Sun in reverse. Yeah, you do not like focusing on this. Ace of Cups in the reverse and the 4 of Wands. You're also pissed off that they don't see you for what you are. 2 of Cups in the reverse. Yeah. You're also tired of hiding your feelings. A lot of you guys have gone into hiding about this and are not communicating with this person and are doing your best to just let them do what they're doing. But it's like getting to the point now where you're seeing them do such bad stuff that like you feel no other choice than to expose this and to shed light onto this, because you almost feel like responsible, but it's not your responsibility to stop them. Like I said, in the past, you gave them an out. You showed them how to fix this, and they didn't want to. You are not their mother. And that energy of you having anxiety about this and, you know, feeling their pain and feeling their unhappiness and, you know, committing to being in this energy with this person who clearly emotionally rejects you with that Ace of Cups in the reverse here, being married to this nightmare, like energetically, is breaking you. It's putting you in 7 of Swords energy where you're manipulating yourself, acting like you got some kind of responsibility here. Hermit, that's what you need to fix. Stay out of it. 9 of Wands in reverse, or you inherit their energy of that wounded warrior that can't lick their own wounds. King of Cups, because you keep showing your true feelings here. You need to just not care. And I know that that's hard to think of. This person is never going to give you what you want. You are never going to be able to save them. All right. You are never going to be able to pull those feelings out of them until they absolutely are brought to their knees by something other than you. I don't know that this person will fix themselves in this lifetime. It doesn't feel like that. Knight of Wands in the reverse. But going after this and saying anything here, that's your own ego feeling like you can save this person, because all you're going to be met with when you do that is a bunch of more emotional rejection and manipulation and a bunch of lies. You got 2 of Cups in reverse. You're both showing it. The Page of Wands and the 4 of Swords. If you come forward one more time and try to tell this person, King of Cups, show them your empathy, show them your good side, try to prove to them that you're a good human and all you want to do is help, they're just going to spit in your fucking face, Cancer. Stop being a glutton for punishment with this. I don't care if you know this person loves you. They probably fucking do, but they aren't ever going to tell you that shit. And all you're doing is looking stupid, going back and forth and trying to be nice to this person and help them out. I know it is completely against your nature. Thank God I have a fucking Scorpio moon to balance out that sappy ass Cancer shit, because I was like this. I would let someone speak any kind of way to me and treat me any kind of fucking way, and I would always forgive them, and I would always look past it, and because I understood why they act that way. People aren't inherently bad. They're not. They're made monsters. And I could always see why somebody was made a monster. But guess what? Those monsters, like, Sometimes they can't fix themselves. Sometimes they're just doomed for whatever their fate is. It's an ugly one. All right, Cancer. That's what I got for you guys. That was a tough one. It sucks being empathetic, and it sucks being intuitive, and it sucks being, you know, a tender-hearted person in this world. This is not a tender world that we live in by any means. Put your heart on ice, Cancer. Rod wave it. Love y'all. Bye.